to that order in one location, either when your staff calls a customer or the customer calls you. This screen also allows you to make financial adjustments for the customer, restaurant, and/or driver. For example, if the restaurant forgets a hamburger and you want to give the customer $5 off his next order and charge that $5 to the restaurant, this is where you do it. On the other hand, if the customer really wants his hamburger, this screen will allow you to give the driver an extra $5 for the extra run and charge the restaurant as well. I'll go through this screen step by step. The screen can be reached by clicking the Call Back button on the main toolbar, or if you're on the dispatch screen, you can highlight an order first and then click Call Back, and you will see the entire callback screen already loaded up with that order information. Right now, I'll close everything up and I'll start the screen one by one. If you start the callback screen blank, you can look up a customer by clicking Look Up, and then type in the customer's name, phone number, or email address, and it will bring up the customer's information and all the callbacks that customer's ever had. So anytime you've had to give a customer credit or call him for any reason, it's right in front of your fingertips. The order drop-down box here will list all the customer's orders. You can click on one and it will load everything up. The middle box shows everything related to this order. The left box is everything about the customer: name, address, phone number, how many times the customer's ordered, how long he's been a customer, his classification. Classifications can be set up under company setup, and they allow you to track if it's a regular customer, a VIP, a farm rep, or any type of classification you want to create. We won't talk about this right now. But the important part of this screen is you can see how many times you've talked to the customer. Some customers call and complain about everything. Some people never complain. So you can kind of judge how to handle the customer by how many times you've already talked to him. The white box on the right-hand side of the screen is the action box. This is where you decide what you want to do. There are three parties involved. There's the customer, the driver, and the restaurant. And depending on the situation, you may want to involve all of them or none of them. Well, you need to involve one of them, but you may not need to involve all three. Let's say in this instance, the restaurant forgot a hamburger. So we're going to type the restaurant forgot to include a hamburger. And the customer is obviously involved. And the reason we'll call back is it was a complaint. We're going to give the customer $5 off his next order. The reason for credit is missing food. All these drop-down boxes can be populated from company setup under company list. So you can create your own list of reasons, actions, and everything else. The action taken here is credit given, result, customer happy. You can also give reward points if you want to, rather than credit to their bonus program, but that's up to you. The driver is not really involved in this one, so we don't have to click this, but if we did, we would be able to choose a driver, reason, and charge or credit the driver. The driver will let you choose any driver rather than just the driver who delivered the order, just in case you had to send a second driver to drop off the hamburger. But we will involve the restaurant because they're the ones who forgot the food. We're going to charge that restaurant $5. The charge you give to the restaurant and the credit to the customer do not have to be related. You can give it just to the customer or just charge the restaurant or charge different amounts. It's up to you. The amount you charge or credit a restaurant comes off the bottom line. No commissions involved. So if you're at a 25% commission and you take $5 off, it's going to subtract $5 off the total at the end of the night. It's not going to figure out what 25% of $5 is. Reason for credit, food call. Actually, the food is missing food. On the restaurant statement, they will see this broken out along with whatever you type here. So always keep in mind, whatever you type in the comment boxes will be seen by the restaurant if you've included the restaurant in this. Sometimes you may not want to charge your restaurant any money, but you will involve them just so they will see this listed out and they're aware that there was a problem. This box here is a severity box. Usually it just says standard. You can mark something with a different severity, and in the callback report, which I'll show you in a minute, you can break down by severity. And some things may require you want the manager to follow up with the next day, and that gives you the option here. Once again, all the different severities you can create under company setup list. When everything's done either way you like it, just click record, and that's it. Now that is permanently recorded, the money's taken away from the restaurant and given to the customer on his next order. It will automatically be applied. If you go back and edit today's order, you do have the option to apply that $5 to today's order. But usually this is done after the fact, and that's not a common occurrence. The last part I'm going to show you today is the callback report. So under reports, go on to callback report. This is a new report we just added a couple months ago. It allows you to customize itself in a lot of different ways. Pick a date just for today. You can filter by who was involved, what kind, whether it's CSR generated or if it was an automatic restaurant charge, manual reimbursement to a driver, what have you. Any severity codes if you wanted to see just the severity ones or just the ones that needed management. You can see the full details, and you can group them by date, by restaurant, by driver, by severity, by reason, by action, result, a lot of different things. So let's do the report. It defaulted to yesterday's date because most of the time you're going to be looking at this after the fact. But they only had one callback today, and it was for the missing food, and it kind of gives you a summary. When the driver checks out, if there was any money given to the driver, it will be deducted or added to his pay. When the restaurant is paid at the end of the week, this would show up as part of a charge to that restaurant. That is pretty much a callback system, and hopefully I've explained everything about it. And everybody have a nice day.